Hello beloved brick community and a warm welcome from Dr. Noppe. I am currently extending my Lego MOC Jabba's palace and need some advice from you. Let's do a quick recap. The original palace was built on base plates and measured 2 base plates wide and 1.5 deep. And it was made of 3 modules, the mountain base, the palace and the dome. Today I'm reaching out because I need some advice from you. What always bothered me, even in the Lego versions, is that the throne room resides in the main palace cupola or dome or whatever that section is, right? And as we all know from the inspirational cutout pictures, the throne room actually is like level -4, -5. So I wanted to remove it from that section downwards, so I created a whole new layer which has the throne room and also access to the sail barge pit or the sail barge bay and others. And I also, as you see, widened the palace right now, right? So I made it another base plate wider because I think we need a spaceship bay area and something else to do. And then I also put in this new sentry tower, which was missing. You see Bo-Katan is checking that out already. And again, this is done simply by using big Lego molds, right, and not custom made, but I had these lying around, so that's still work under construction, hence the little notification sign at the bottom of the palace, right there. See people working. But overall, I think I wanted to have this new level, but the main issue is the portcullis, right, because the way that is positioned, and if we think that layout is the right layout with the communications tower to the left, palace in the middle, sentry tower, then this would not be the entrance to the palace, rather than the gate for the sail barge, right? And that is what we need to discuss to see, should I leave it like that, or should I move it to the right, basically where Luke is standing right there. From that area right there is where I think he would enter the palace and then go down to the throne room, right? And originally I thought of changing the door, as I never liked it too much. And I built this one, where you actually have something that looks more to the movie scene, right? And specifically now with R2 in front of it, I think it makes sense, but I couldn't simply just put that in and replace it, because then I couldn't open it, as there were other rooms right here, right there. So if I widen this, that whole palace needs to change, and that is too much work for too little effect, I would say. And also, I think, like I said, I think the location of that entrance is wrong. So if it's not the main portcullis entrance, then this would be the gate to a ship, and it either needs to go here, right, which makes sense. And you could see in that level, I think the lower level is 18 studs high, tall, so that would make sense and work. You can see if I put the desert skiff next to it, or even try to push it inside, you would see from a height perspective it would be okay. From height perspective it would be okay. But initially I thought we put the gate, the sail barge gate or spaceship gate, right there where the Tusken radar resides, and why have it located and took it out in the first place. And as we can see, this easily fits a spaceship of the height of a desert skiff, right? So that to me would be a good location. Put the gate right there, and then I could even do a mechanism to bring it up, right? So that would be ideal. And then basically remove this, and then we need to see how to fit this to that side over there. And I will move the palace to show you some insights and also some ideas. And the main reason also for that sentry tower is that in my new throne room I have working staircases, right? And actually there is a staircase right there from the sentry tower to go into the throne room. Yeah, and I will show this to you. But main ask is what to do with the palace entrance and also where to put the sail barge entrance. And just to remind you, right, in the original version of the palace, you could open this side. You could open this and to reveal nothing basically, but to have a view inside the palace. And we have the huge staircase coming up here. So this was basically would be the real entrance going down to the throne room. They just did it to keep it as a reference, right? But it leads nowhere, as we see. This opens and ends here. So I could use that, of course, and make an entry right here, enlarge it maybe a little bit, but keep it as such. And then we have could put the gate right here, and have this palace be entered from this side. As you can also see in the new throne room section that I created, I also left an entrance here, so I could put the gate here as well. Then you would directly go into the throne room, which also is not correct, right? But where Morov is placed right here, we have a staircase that's leading up to here, and we will see it later on, leading to the sentry tower, right? So this is some view of the potential entrance side. And now I show you additional insights from the back. Yeah, and this is how the palace looks right now from behind. You can see we have the top level with the dome pieces unchanged, even though I did alter the dome because originally, and I will show you the pictures later, originally there was no room inside the dome, and now I have included the Bacta tank, inspired by 2 bricks, I think. And then, of course, in the original palace, I left the original Jabba's lounge, right? So we have that with Princess Leia next to him, yellow Leia in that case from the original Jabba's palace. And then to the left we have, of course, Max Rebo Band and all that. And you can see I detailed those booths which he had created originally, which is nice. So I just filled them with detail, and we have all sorts of bad guys hanging out there. And then I created a new throne room level, as I mentioned, and you see it down here. It's much bigger, and originally, of course, also 2 base plates wide ended here. And this, of course, is the new section now, which needs to be filled. And I'm not aware yet how I would do it. We will talk about it later. But you can see here I basically included all of Boba Fett's throne room kind of thingy, right? So I have his seat there. We have Bib Fortuna hanging out there. And to his right, of course, we have Boba Fett waiting for him to make room. And the rotisserie that we actually see here behind Jabba can be removed, of course, and be placed in this throne room, right? So my idea would be to relocate this and clear it off and actually put a working rotor on top of the dome so that we have airflow flowing from outside into the palace as it is, I think, in the original. And then I will rearrange that room for the Boma, whatever they do kind of thingy, recreation and whatever, mind reading, whatever these guys do. But I would probably change that so we have some chairs, round thingies going on. So I will take some more pictures to identify what to do. Well, that's an idea. And then keep that throne room here. Right. And I guess here you can see right next to Morov, you see the, right there is the entrance to the staircase, which goes up 2 flights, working staircase, and comes out at the Sentry Tower's back right here, where we have the original gate from the new Boba Fett throne room located. Where's the pin now? Gone. Yeah. Right, so I kept that as fun, and I will again show you a top view. And down here we have, of course, another section for the musicians right there. I added also a new section while rebuilding this, which resembles a little balcony in the back over here. I know that originally there is no balcony, but I thought that is a great idea. And then on the left-hand side here, we have a lot of booth. We have a booth on top as well. We still have the Rancor pit behind it. As see, that would be working. The mechanism isn't there yet, but Of course, you have the trapdoor behind the throne, then access to the rancor pit. We have the back of the main entrance. As you remember, down here is the hallway leading into the original entrance. And to the right, unchanged, is Malakili's office. And now we have this new section. And if this is not for the Sail Barge or any other spaceship, because we put them on top, we put them here, then of course they have a lot of room to be filled. And you see I put a little well there just because I had parts left over, and I thought a well would be nice for all sorts of creatures, maybe Dianoga coming out or something like that. And behind this wall we actually have a staircase leading up to the palace, and that's why I relocated, as you notice, the palace itself, because it was far to the left and now it's in the center. And I relocated it because the staircase coming out here, leading up to basically the trapdoor under Jabba's original throne. But I will change that so that the section here will move to the right, and then the staircase would come out in the booth section. That's probably how it will look like. And I show you a top view so you can see that staircase, and also show you the staircase leading up to the Sentry Tower. Okay, here now we see the top view of my newly entered floor, the third floor. We have the mentioned staircase going down from the Sentry Tower, 2 flights all the way into here, into the throne room. We have a section for the musicians, right? Unfortunately, still no size noodles, but all the rest, the Thelan dancer right here representing the group. Then we have place for the rotisserie. And here is where I added this new balcony, which isn't there in the original palace, but I like this and I had the space, so let me know if you think it's a good idea or not. I would include and finish the balcony. Then of course we have the throne itself and the trapdoor beneath leading to the rancor pit. To the left side I have included a seating area, some booth right here, and here we have the entrance now to the spaceship bay or the sail barge bay, and here we have an entrance, the main entrance to the floor, having this Lego element, the staircase, which I purchased just for this, knowing it's a very old thingy, probably from Belleville or some other playsets, but I like the curved style, even though the real curve goes like this, I know, but that's the only way Lego did them. And right now it's leading up to right under the dome. I could have an exit there, which I like. That's why I moved the dome, like the section to the right? And I could move this, as I have space now, all the way up to here. In the old days, this was the end right here. Now I extended by one entire base plate, so I could move it here. And you can see right now the spaceships fit very well. I could place this here, and then here will be some scaffolding that I need to put in place, and a stair, so that you can maintain the ship and actually enter it from here as well. So that's the main idea. And again, right now I have this entrance for the ships here. Question is, should I put them here or use this? And that is where I need some of your advice today. Yeah, I hope you like this little update. If so, please let me know in the comments below. And if you like the channel overall, please don't hesitate to subscribe to not lose touch. See you all soon, and keep on breaking